In the desolate town of Al-Mansoura, nestled deep in the Saudi Arabian desert, an eerie silence loomed like a curse. The town, once teeming with life, now lay abandoned but for one remaining family living on its outskirts, the Al-Najjar family. Hadi Al-Najjar, a stubborn and superstitious man, refused to leave the land he believed was protected by his ancestors' spirits. His wife, Layla, and their teenage son, Sami, were less convinced but far too loyal to abandon him. One fateful night, a sandstorm of biblical proportions descended upon Al-Mansoura. Hadi, Layla, and Sami huddled inside their old stone house, the wind howling like the wails of 1,000 ghosts. Candlelight flickered, casting grotesque shadows on the walls. Hadi was reciting prayers, clutching an ancient talisman that had been in his family for generations. Suddenly, the wind died down, replaced by an oppressive stillness. The air felt thick, as if the atmosphere itself was holding its breath. Layla gasped, grabbing Sami's arm. They all heard it, a whispering chant, echoing through the empty alleys and abandoned buildings of the town. It grew louder, closer. Hadi stood up, his eyes wide with both fear and determination. Footsteps could be heard approaching the door, but these were no ordinary footsteps. They sounded like something, was dragging itself through the sand. The door creaked open, though no hand touched it. In the doorway stood a figure, clad in a hooded robe that seemed to be woven from shadows. The room grew colder than the desert night should ever be. Layla felt paralyzed, unable to scream or move. Sami's breath became shallow, his eyes darting between his father and the ominous figure. The hooded figure raised a skeletal hand, pointing directly at Hadi. "You were warned," it hissed, its voice a rasping blend of many. Hadi fell to his knees, clutching the talisman tighter. The room filled with the pungent smell of decay. Shadows lengthened, consuming the flickering light. Suddenly, Sami found the courage to move. He grabbed a piece of burning wood from the hearth and swung it at the figure. The moment the wood touched the figure, it shrieked, a sound so unnerving that it seemed to pierce the very fabric of reality. It vanished, leaving behind a cloud of dark mist. The family was terrified, but they had survived the night. Hadi, shaken but relieved, insisted this was a sign their ancestors had saved them, but Layla and Sami knew better. The warning had been clear: leave Al-Mansoura or face the consequences. It was a real-life haunting they would never forget, and the oppressive silence that followed was a constant reminder of the presence that lurked just beyond their understanding, waiting for any moment of weakness.